Hi, you are now watching the OTOP series on every Monday morning. And pay attention, there is no other media group like Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp or WeChat that we share this market opinion. This valuable market opinion is only shared on every Monday morning in OTOP, only right here in YouTube. And this market opinion is going to help you do a wonderful stock pick after you do your homework. Stay tuned and I shall be right back. Alright, this is the Monday morning again, 9 a.m. in Singapore time, Hong Kong time or Malaysia time. Well, you're back here again and we are going to deliver to you the OTOP series. That stands for One Target, One Purpose, and this is the episode 121, and that's for the week 28 November year 2022. Yes, we are coming to the last week of November while moving into the Christmas season in December again. Alright, so next 10 minutes is all we need you to stay with us and we shall share with you again on the market opinion, and don't miss us out. Stay tuned, and before we move on, continue to like us and don't forget to share this video out to the people that you think you want to benefit them or get them to come in here to learn with us. Right, stay tuned. And before we move on to this week market opinion, let's take a look very quickly on Friday. What was the market closing and basically what happened last week? Well, literally last week there wasn't many news, and the only things that has been coming out to the market, all right, I won't call it a shattering news, but the people would have expected it, is the US FOMC minutes that says that the policymakers will begin to slow down in the rate hike cycle, and basically that's it. All right, so the Dow Jones resumed a little bit into the bullish trend, all right, while the traders and investors perceive that the rate hike is going to end soon. Well, for this OTOP 121 data, going to be data on the 28th November year 2022. We have something special for you. And before we move on, let's take a look at the revision on last Friday. All right, last Friday we have the Dow Jones closing up with a gains of 152 points, closing price at 34,347. S&P was down only 1.14 points, while Nasdaq also down 58 points. Nothing very spectacular, while the gold prices get a little bit. Closing price was $1,755. All right, and the WTI crude settled at $76.55. Well, so what are we looking exactly at this week in the OTOP 121, 28 November year 2022? Coming up very quickly. Stay tuned while we're going to give the next revision on what we covered on last week. Well, last week in the OTOP 120, we were talking about Beyond Meat Incorporated, that is trading in the Nasdaq. All right, and the stock code is BYND at about $13.40 to 50 cents. Well, market came up a little bit, but not much down room. Okay, our opinion is hold on to it if you are able to take a small market swing, because we still believe that the potential of recovery is impending and coming up very soon. So if you are able to hold it, just hold on and catch on to it, because this is a real good opportunity that it suddenly comes. So, all right, our feedback on this BYND is hold on to it and do not be panicked. All right, things will be good and will be turning into positive very soon. Well, this week, what are we looking at? Before we move on, let's take a look at the Dow Jones Industrial Dow Jones Industrial Average Index, which is the DJIA. Well, if you look at this, the FOMC meeting, as I mentioned earlier, did outline that the rate hike could be coming to an end soon, and that is why the US Dow Jones continued to move up on last week on Thursday and Friday. All right, but if you look at this overall technical appearance, all right, is actually forming a double top here, and the top side actually turned down from this top dated 2022, sometime in April. In fact, it was 21st April. So we're actually looking at Dow Jones pretty toppish at the moment. All right, although the intraday sentiment could be quite strong, I won't call it bullish, quite firm, but there is a possibility that Dow Jones could be moving down very soon because it is really toppish, as I mentioned, although the intraday could be a little bit firm. So Dow Jones is on the top side. We actually favor to take a short position, but in one target, one purpose. We don't recommend selling. We always go for the inverse ETF to buy. Do you remember that? So if you are favoring like us on shorting Dow Jones, what we should be looking at now is this ETF, which is going to be covered in this OTOP 121, 28 November 2022. All right, and the symbol is S, DOW, or we call it S down. S down is a 3 times leverage ultra short in Dow Jones main index, the underlying. All right, so this is actually an ETF, and if you look at this, all right, on the day chart, the market has been coming down at very bottom. We are only waiting for the chance of going to the market to buy once we see the DJIA turning down, and I think this is a good chance now. All right, the trading price closed at 24.48 on Friday. All right, on Friday, and pretty bottom. All right, if we look at the 4-hour chart, let's see whether we can discover anything. All right, the market is still a little bit weak, but we perceive it's going to turn up very soon. If we look at this chart, all right, it's on the neckline, which is the support. So what we are looking at, okay, in this S down is anywhere in the region of 24. Sometime this week, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. If you can find 24, I think it's a good attempt, all right, to go into this market, pick up some positions. And once DJIA Dow Jones Index falls, this ProShares S down will start to surge. It's that simple. All right, so stay tuned on this OTOP 121 for this week, 28 November year 2022. And this week, we are talking about S down, which is an inverse 3 times leverage ETF trading in NYSE. So that's the end of this OTOP 121. Stay tuned every Monday morning 9 a.m. and don't forget to share this video out to your friends and people that you care for. All right, stay tuned and we shall come back. Bye bye.